All right, so today I want to talk to you guys about how trading effectively, one trade a day, can help grow your account and take it to the next level. I see so many traders across, even here on the Discord and so many other channels that we may see on the internet. They're just taking so many setups, and I fell victim to that when I first started trading many years ago, thinking that I needed to take lots of trades on a day to for success to help build my account. And that wasn't the case. What helped me with consistency over time was really focusing in on basically one or two trades on the day. So if I would take just one trade and become profitable and met my goal, and your goal can adjust so you can change it over time, but by doing that, help me stay consistent each and every day. All right. So every day, 5 days a week, if I was consistently making, just say $250, if that was your goal, you can build up an account over time, and within a month's time, have a $10,000 account. Now, granted, you're going to have to put some money into the system, into your live account, to be able to do so. And that's where prop firms kind of come into the picture. I'm not one to heavily push prop firms at all, nor do I use them. But I'm here to let you know that if you are one that is using a prop firm, like maybe Top Step, I hear that they're probably one of the better ones out there. Some people use Tradeify, but whatever your evaluation or challenge you're trying to pass or account, let's say you're already past that account, and you are consistently building profit in that account, in which you can withdraw. Go ahead and start, setting yourself up to where you can actually put money into a live brokerage account with a regulated broker. All right. Now, I trade the E-mini futures. Lots of individuals also can trade the micro futures, off the E-minis, but primarily I'm trading the NASDAQ. I'm looking at the ES. I like gold, things of that nature. There's so many other markets or instruments you can trade, or contracts like commodities or grains or meats, currencies, the financials, things of that nature when it comes to futures. And I think that futures is the wave of the future going forward, and has always been for me. I've never traded anything else, but you can grow a account. All right. So let's say you're someone that has $5,000 to put to your brokerage account. Do you need that kind of money to start with? I would recommend a few $1,000s. I mean, unless you're really trading the micros, can you start with $1,000? Yes, you can. But for an example, if you take $5,000, right, and you were to just grow that account making $250 on the day, within a month's time, you would have taken that account from $5,000 to $10,000. That's $5,000 in profit. And by doing so, you're not risking, you're not leveraging a lot of money into the market. So your goal is, yes, making incremental steps on a daily basis, making $250 a day. $250 a day is really still good money in comparison to what most people make. Working a 9 to 5 or shift level job, working 8, 10, 12 hours a day is still good money. So basically, if you can do so over time and take a $5,000 account, and I'm not talking about taking your rent money, your mortgage money, your car note money, and then dropping it into, a personal trading account and rolling the dice. No, save a certain amount of money, put it away in which you can actually trade, that money being specifically used for trading and nothing else, not, taken away from, the food bill or the electricity bill or anything else. Taking that money that you save and knowing that it's strictly to be put into your personal trading account, and then allowing yourself to grow that on a daily basis. All right. We're not trying to, the name of the game in this business is compounding at steps, in which we can compound slowly over time. If you're into this business to get a quick fix and thinking you're going to get rich overnight, or, hey, I'm looking to take $5,000 and make $20,000 by the end of the week, I'm not saying it's not possible at all. I'm just simply saying, if you're doing that, if you're setting yourself up for failure and allowing yourself to fall short, because you want to build up an account. So at the end of that month, to where if you made $5,000 in addition to the 5 you put in, then you can start stepping things up. So maybe the next month into, you went from making $250 on the day, okay, to now you can start making $350 to $400 on a day, or possibly even $500 on a day. You see what I'm saying? So by doing so month to month and compounding your account, you're going to see how quickly that account can actually grow if you take steps in doing it the correct way. Not, expecting to put in $5,000 and then, you know, making $1,000 off that $5,000 each and every day. Okay. If you're doing that, you're really pushing the envelope. Okay. Because now you are really trading. How much are you trading? You're basically leveraging like 20% of your account. Okay. You don't want to be doing that. When you get into a trade, you probably don't want to leverage more than maybe 5% or less of your account in doing so. So, you know, I talked about I think my last video, I'm going to do a video talking about, you know, the slow grind of compounding, all right, based and centered around risk reward that's coming down the road, and showing that if you do this on a daily basis, then you can grow your account over time. And we're going to use some, you know, some figures to take a look at, calculations, whatever the case is. And if you do that daily, all right, and over a month-to-month period, you can see how a small size account can grow every single month. So basically all you're doing is rolling each month or compounding, accruing each, not say month, on each day, and then basically capitalizing on top of that on the day. So we're going into detail about that. I'll talk about that in another video, but you quickly start to see how things will start to kind of accrue over time. So you know, we'll go more in detail about that, but systematically it's just about taking one trade a day, you know, a great supply and demand setup. And I have a strategy that I use here on the channel that I talk about in tons of videos, and it's pretty easy to do, guys. I mean, just go back and watch some of the videos here on the channel. I'll quickly just kind of give a rundown of the trade that I took today. I'm looking at supply or demand zones. Okay, now this was an older zone right here. Off of a area of demand right here. You can see the aggressive buying to the upside. This demand zone, yes, it is an older zone. It was from December the 20th. The market pulled back to it. I was looking to capitalize on that because it did have a gap attached to it. The gap is the imbalance resting back at the actual zone. And basically, if you can grab 20 points on the day or 25 points on the NASDAQ, whatever the case is, you know, you're going to reach that goal of more than 250 on a day, just simply trading just one contract, for example. Because if we do the math, I'm going to show you right quick. Trading one contract, say for example, on 20 points. 20 points, there's 4 ticks in every point. That's going to give you 80 ticks times, you know, the tick value on the NASDAQ futures is $5 a tick, right? So that's, say, $400 on one trade, okay, minus your commissions, which probably is no more than on one contract, about $5. So let's just say 390, 395, whatever the case is. That's more than that 250 mark a day, and that's simply by trading, looking at capitalizing or capturing 20 points in the market. You do that times, let's say you just did 10 points, you know, 10 times 4, that's 40 ticks, times, you know, 5. That's going to give you $200. So we're looking to get a little bit more than 20 points on a move, but maybe you're going to take 2 setups. Okay, maybe you try to get 10 points on the first trade, and then maybe another 5 points on the second trade. Pick up 15 points. So if we did 15 points times 4, that's going to give you 60 ticks. Times 5, that's going to give you what, $300 right there. You've met your goal and more on that 250 a day. You compound that on a daily basis. By the end of the month, you're sitting at that 10 grand, you know. So let's say again you invested $5,000 of your own personal money into your account and you grew it to 10. So you made $5,000. Now I'm not saying pull the 5 out. You can though, because you're still going to have that 5 in your account, or you can take out, let's say, $2,500 of that money, have 75 sitting in, and then do the same thing, just doing that month to month, and you're going to see how quickly that account will grow from time, you know, over time. So the first month you're up, you know, 5,000 to where you grew that account to 10,000. The second month you then grew it from, say, 10 to 20, and then 20 to 40, and it keeps rolling like that from month to month. So just if you have a goal in mind as far as how much you're looking to actually make, the next month maybe bump it up a little bit, the next month bump it up, and you'll see that over time that account will compound very, very, very quickly. Now the strategy, like I talk about in so many videos, is just basically looking for multi-chart confluence, guys. I've talked about it in multiple videos here on the channel. Marking up a higher base zone, you know, for me, I'm using range chart. So off of a range chart, I'm looking at this demand zone, right? It's an older zone, but it came back to it. But that's not where the strategy stops at. The strategy then is basically a 3-step strategy. First of all, I'm identifying structure. 1, then marking a higher base zone. Then it comes back to the higher base zone, right? Okay, and the higher base zone must have a gap or imbalance resting at it, okay? Imbalance gap, the same thing. Once it taps into that zone, I'm just moving down to a 24 range chart or whatever your lower base chart is going to be. And I'm looking to see, is there a zone within the higher base zone. So meaning if this is my higher base zone right here, I'm looking to see when I scale down to a lower base chart, is there a smaller zone resting on the inside of that larger zone off my entry chart, which is my lower scale chart, my 24 range chart. If so, then I'm looking to see if the market's going to reject that area and take a shot going long. Okay, that's simply all it is, the 1, 2, 3 setup type process. All right, so if you want more detailed information surrounding the strategy, spend some time on the channel watching multiple videos, because I talk about the strategy in great depth in so many videos. But if you really want to get more of the insight of what I was thinking of, surrounding multiple trade setups, because we have a lot of individuals that are part of the elite channels or are elite channel supporters. You can find the link down in the description portion of the video. All I'm saying is, if you want the additional access or the additional video content to where I break these trades down, like today, I posted the trade that I took discussing this setup right here over on the Discord community, right? So I break those trade setups down over on our private community to all those individuals that basically support the efforts of me as a content creator, because that's what you're doing through the YouTube membership program, where you are basically receiving perks and rewards back for a very, very inexpensive fee. It's only $6.99. I don't charge thousands or hundreds of dollars for a training program or for a mentorship. I don't do any of that. I'm just putting it out there for anyone that wants the additional content, but you also get other rewards like the emojis and the badges, all those things that come part of the platform tier membership program. But I'm also giving back giving back to you guys the trade breakdowns, where there's tons of videos on there to where I break down setups, so that you can understand as I walk you through my mindset and talking about these setups, so that you can take similar type setups just like this. But I'm breaking the trades down so you understand the strategy as a whole, talking about where to place stop loss at, profit target, market structure. But I also did a great video covering market structure, and you also received the video playlist. So all that wrapped into that $6.99 fee for anyone that's interested in joining. The link is down in the description portion of the video. The Discord is free. It's the first link down in the description. But that's all I have for you guys today. I just want to talk to you about how you can actually grow an account and then within a month's time see where you're resting at. So just think about that. If you don't have that kind of capital, then take a smaller amount of money and just trade the micros. I talk about the micros being a great option for individuals that are just beginner traders. Because you think about it, when you trade the micros, you're not leveraging a lot. I'm not saying you're going crazy with the lot sizes and because you don't have the capital to trade, the E-minis full on, and you say, okay, I'm gonna put $1,000 into my account and start trading the micros, and then start trading like 10 micro accounts. No, contracts. I wouldn't do that. Just kind of think about how much it's going to, what your risk to reward is going to be, okay? Leverage smaller amounts if you're trading the micros, and you'll see the same thing happen. You could take even a smaller account. I talked about that on multiple videos as well. A smaller account, trading the micros and building it up that way. By compounding the gold, by compounding an account in turn over the next few months, you'll set yourself up in a better position to where you can start to maybe switch from the micros to the E-minis or either trade, larger lot sizes. If you want to bump up and start, instead of trading one E-mini contract, 2 E-mini contracts. Maybe you're trading, 5 or 6 micro contracts, and then you say, I'm bumping up to 10 micro contracts. That's where accruing and compounding your account, that allows you to do when you start growing it on a monthly basis. So hopefully that makes sense. But again, you can only do that by having a effective strategy that works. And the goal to it all is understanding market structure. I talk about that. That is king to everything. Understanding what's going on and taking place right before your eyes when it comes to structure. You want to be trading in the direction of the higher base chart. Hopefully that makes sense to anyone that's watching this video today, okay? But that's all I want to share with you guys today, is about, how you can do the same thing, okay? Growing that account. If your goal is to, execute and make your first 10 grand on the month by trading, the E-minis, okay? It will be a little bit tougher if you're trading the micros, or if you, unless you have the kind of capital to put into an account and start trading the micros, you will have to probably bump your size up. But anyone who's trading and trying to pass those prop firm evaluations, the goal should really be to pass the evaluation, compound that account as well. Take your payouts or your withdrawals, and then opening up a brokerage account. And basically, you could trade both accounts. You know, maybe you want to build up on the personal account one day and then switch over and start building back up on the prop firm account. And that way, you know, you can still continue taking payouts on the prop firm, if that makes sense, but you also have money growing in your personal account as well. So, but that's all I have to share with you guys today. I appreciate everyone, you know, taking the time to view today's video. Yes, we have another holiday week coming up this week where, you know, the New Year's. And, you know, if anyone out there who's watching and not trading this week, or anyone who is trading this week, I wish everyone a safe New Year's as we approach that come Wednesday. But again, I took a trade today. I posted it over in the Discord. One and done. That's the aim. That's the goal. If you can do the same, I recommend it. It is not about, I will say that again, not about taking multiple setups on the day. The more you spend time in these markets, they're going to chop you up and stop you out and take the profits right away from you. So hopefully you understand what I'm saying, okay? Because I know a lot of people understand that, because it's the most frustrating, aggravating thing to actually see your profits dwindle away after you've made a nice setup and took a trade, and then you take another setup and then it just washes you out. And then you get stressed when you do that, because then you go through this cycle, and a lot of people start to revenge trade, and just so much goes on when it comes to the psychology of part of trading. So that's where you have to really get yourself in check or in line there. But outside of that, that's all I have, guys. I appreciate everyone tuning in and watching the videos. If you're not a current subscriber, please take the time to go ahead and subscribe or sub by clicking on that button down below. Make sure to turn your post notifications on by clicking the bell next to it. Turn them on, guys, so you do not miss any of the upload content here on the channel when I post. But other than that, I appreciate it. If you do me the biggest favor and drop a like by clicking on that thumbs up button, I appreciate it. Take care. See everyone in the next one.